Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World Evolution. In this episode, we're gonna kind of have to restart my park here. Looks like in last episode, I kind of overspent a lot of money and I pretty much went bankrupt. So my only options were to sell a bunch of buildings and dinosaurs or just restart. So I'm just gonna restart. Basically, it was my first time playing it, so made a couple errors and wasted a bunch of money, but hopefully in this episode we'll be or in this island game, whatever you want to call it, hopefully we'll be a little more careful now. So like always, if you enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to comment and subscribe. So let's start it here.
Hello, may I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should, because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big angry.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab. We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding.
Alright guys, so we're back into our new island here. Pretty much had to restart everything. So the first thing we got to do again is create a Hammond Creation Lab. So I said create, I meant build Creation Lab. Whatever.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid. Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select Creation Lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Just like in the other one, Struthiomimus. Hopefully I said that right. But start incubating on that one.
Ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
So what I think I'm going to do in this little island here is I'll probably make a couple of these bad boys. Compared to the other one, I started making like a Triceratops and all that stuff. I think I'm going to make a couple of these ones because they're very cheap. And I'm assuming they're good like starter dinosaur. So let's release this one first.
Life, it begins. The most precious moment, the result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique, and now you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Alright, and one thing we didn't do last time.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
And I'm going to go with security again, because that's what I did on the other island.
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Contracts
So
can be
I need to-
requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park.
Every time I try to talk, I always get interrupted by these guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a expedition center. You know, it's part of like the little dialogue here, the beginning stuff. But before I do that, one thing I noticed that I didn't do on my first video was, let's see if I can do it. I can't do it yet, but I need to build a food. I got to build some type of food thing over here so the animals can eat, because I think that's what was going on, why they were so unhealthy all the time. So I think they were starving. So, but first let's build this. I'm gonna put it in the exact same places I did last time. If I can get it perfect here.
So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Alright. Let's see. Guess we're just gonna wait till this thing builds.
And you'll notice absolutely no hint of sarcasm. Unless you listen real closely. So, what I meant to say is that completing that contract has raised your standing. Your reputation, if you will, with the security division. This means they'll be willing to give you more difficult missions.
Alright, so looks like the dialogue's done for a little bit here. And it looks like everything else opened up. So
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill set. Give it a once over, then let me know if you're interested.
Yep, so it says acquire 50% geome of Edmontosaurus, I believe it was. Probably butchered it, but before I do that,
on board.
I still...
As you can imagine, the animals in the various facilities are constantly probing for weaknesses in our security systems. They're smarter and more devious than people give them credit for. But I refuse to underestimate their capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
need
so
you to
what I just
extract
clicked
enough
on-
DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission. Carry on.
Anyway, so I have a little feeding thing here, and I'm going to put it right over here. See if I can rotate it. Yep, I'm going to put it right here. I'm just going to put one for right now, but eventually I want to see if I could build like a viewing station, like right here. So when I start having guests, they could actually like watch the animals eat the food. But as you can see, my little dinosaur, he's running over to it because he's hungry. But alright, going over here to the mission now. I gotta go over here to the fossil center.
The fossil center lets you extract DNA from fossils and amber in order to create new dinosaur genomes. Exciting!
Basically same as last time I explained it. I think it wants me to do the Endomosaurus dinosaur right here. Edmontosaurus, I think it is. So I'm gonna extract the DNA there, and I'm actually going to go to the Expedition Center. I believe it was this one. Yep, this one.
An expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood.
Alright, so I'm going to do this one because it's a little cheaper than this one over here. And it looks like it specifically finds Edmontosaurus. So,
good.
Start
Your
the
first
expedition there.
team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction.
And while I'm waiting for them, let's see.
Your job is
guests
simple,
here.
really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
With that being said, I'm going to build one more dinosaur. Or, not build. Hatch one more. Actually, I think I'll do two more. Have a little group of them. And then while that's going on, I'm going to see if I could... Let's see. See if they came back from their expedition. Nope. They're on their way still. But compared to like the first video when I went bankrupt, I think it was because like I kept extracting all this DNA when I really didn't need to. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep those there. And let's release this dinosaur. So welcome to the family. Let's see, I think there's a third one. Yep. Alright. So it looks like we got 3 of the same dinosaurs here. Perfect. So let's go back over here, see if they finished up.
You should extract genomes from
looks like they
fossils that have been
returned.
collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
So it looks like they did find one, so start extracting it. And that one was actually it was a 3-star, so it was decent quality. And I'm going to do this medium one as well. And I could sell both of these, but I'm just going to hold on to them as of right now. See if I can get these guys back on another expedition here. Actually, I'm not going to send them on another one yet.
Okay,
So it
Next,
looks like
you'll
I
need to incubate
finished
the
the
animal in a
first
Hammond
mission.
creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
Alright, so I'm gonna incubate it. Cool. Let me look at the information here. It's a ground herbivore. And it looks like my other little dinosaur is a ground herbivore, so that's good. So they can eat off the same feeding thing. But so let's start incubating him, and I'm gonna construct the ACU. Perfect. Let's build a path for it. Alright, so it looks like that's all hooked up now. And it says the next step is I have to research an item from the research center.
Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Now what I did in my other game was I declined this one. So I'm wondering if I accept, will it take the mission out that I'm doing now and like substitute it in, or would I have two missions going at once? But I think I'm going to accept it and see what happens. Alright, so it looks like I can have two missions going on at once. Okay, so that's good. So it says do an expedition for a small or medium herbivore fossil. So let's go over here. This is a herbivore, so let's start an expedition there. And let's get back over here, check on the thing. Still incubating. Still building this, so let's try to do some research.
The Research Center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
Alright, so it is ACU reload speed 1.0. So I think it might be buildings. Let me see. Nope. Maybe building upgrades. Maybe it's this over here. ACU accuracy 1, reload speed 1.0. So this is what we have to research. So let's start the research there. I'm going to back out. It looks like the ACU is fully constructed here. Cool. Let's go check the thing. We can release the dinosaur, so let's release them. He seems a lot happier that he's out of that small little incubating enclosure into this giant one.
Right. This next bit is going to
Look how
sound a
happy he
little
is.
crazy because, frankly, it is. But we are going to encourage one of the dinosaurs to breach our containment grid. We'll then react and see if our procedures and personnel are up to the challenge.
Yes. So at this point, I'd like to take back everything I just said about this guy.
Alright, so open the enclosure gate or otherwise let the dinosaurs loose to attack guests. Alright, so let's open it. Open the gates. Alright, so it looks like
The
I have a dinosaur
ACU,
threat.
or Asset Containment Unit, should be your first port of call to bring down a rampaging dinosaur.
Alright, so do I gotta call the ACU or do they just automatically do it?
Okay, we have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember, that dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill. So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe,
Oh no, don't
Doctor.
come out
I'm
too.
happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Alright, well... Says I gotta tranquilize him. I don't know why I'm so close to the ground, but... Oh, you know what? I think I actually have to go in the Jeep. Let me see. Alright, so we got the helicopter. Alright, so we gotta tranquilize them. So security team's coming in. Or ACU is coming in. Trying to get a good angle here. Alright, so select an ACU center using left bumper to assign task. You can manually pilot, yeah. If in manual control and in close proximity to dinosaur, use Y to switch views. When aiming, use right to fire the dart. Okay. So, let's see if I can actually... No, I can't do it now. I'll do it next time, but it was just showing me how to do it if I was actually piloting the helicopter. So let me do it. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, I can actually pilot it now, so that's what I'll do. Oh. Well, that was too late.
You'll need to call in the
They already,
offshore
tranquilized
transport
it,
team to
so.
safely move this dinosaur back to its enclosure.
Alright, so this is new. So, transport. When tranquilized, dinosaurs can be transported anywhere in the park or sold off-site. Select an ACU center using, okay. Transport teams and assign a tranquilized dinosaur to be transported. When you set a destination for the transport team, ensure you are sending them to a secure location. Or enclosure, sorry. Alright, so I have to select ACU, which is over here. Transport team. I need them to transport this guy
Picking up asset.
back over here. And my other dinosaurs are kind of just out, but oh. That one went back in the enclosure, so that's good. Looks like I got one back here. Maybe he's being a good dinosaur. Maybe he's gonna run back in there. Maybe. Oh. That was a good dinosaur.
Asset in transit.
Anyway. It's kind of cool how the dinosaurs can escape and you can tranquilize them and get them back in their enclosure. try to close this gate here. So we don't get any more come out.
Asset delivered.
Mission complete.
That's
Looks like
the
I got
job
$1 million
finished. True
and
square.
Storm Defense Station now available.
The thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses. Guess we'll find out who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge of the Jurassic industrial complex. Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
Alright, so it looks like that guy, after being tranquilized, he's got kind of thirsty, so. Alright. Still got our other little mission over here. Expedition for a small or medium herbivore skull. Fossil. They never come back? Oh, insufficient. Okay, here we go. So I'll sell this then, and I'll sell this. Alright, I'll sell this. I'll keep that for right now.
Welcome back.
And
Looks
a
like
very
the
high
expedition
quality
was a
one.
success. I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us. And to me.
Alright, so this mission here for science is prehistoric life. Is acquire 50% genome of the Triceratops. So I'll start the mission.
I knew you were my kind of person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started. Together, we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
Alright, so I'm gonna hang out with that for right now. Just the research center. Let's go over here to the management. See what my ratings are.
I'm Claire Deering, and I've been on these islands before. On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs. Responsible management
like
of
it
our
says
animals
island
is
management.
key, as is creating a safe environment for our visitors.
Alright. So it says my dinosaur rating is half star because I have a poor variety. My facility rating is poor satisfaction. So let's do this one. Oh, because I don't have a hotel. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a hotel.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
Alright, so I'm not going to build a hotel yet, since this entertainment mission just popped up. So I think this is the start of bringing people in. So I'm going to accept it. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to start that mission on the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed the video, like always, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. So have a good rest of the day, guys.